uhomes. I hope you can see me and hear me clearly. My name's Richard. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager at the Fitzalan. Kate is the other side of the phone. You might have just got a glimpse of her when she turned it on. Unfortunately, I haven't got my Mandarin translator with me this morning, Jai. She might turn up during the course of this viewing. She's never let me down before, and she's a lovely girl, so please bear with me. I'll have to be doing it in English, unless she joins us, as I say, part of the way through. So we're in one of our studios. First of all, I have to tell you, we're 90% booked for next year, for this September. So if you are thinking of coming to us, please don't leave it late after this viewing. The studio that I'm in at the moment is a premium studio, and they go in sizes of Club, Classic, Premium, Deluxe and Deluxe Plus. The clubs are all sold out. There's just one or two classics left, and there's some Premium, Deluxe and Deluxe Plus. So we're in a premium. It's dressed as a show flat, so it'll give you an idea of how nice the flat can look when they're fully dressed, and in fact when you're living here, which hopefully you will be in the near future. So, starting at the beginning at the kitchen, I'll cover off all the storage first of all, because most of our uhomes customers are very keen chefs or cooks, and therefore they need the storage. So Kate's just going to pan in on all the storage areas, which you can see are considerable, and indeed under the sink as well, although I've got some boxes in there at the moment. So moving left to right, there is a fridge with an icebox. Very important in this weather. I don't know what the weather's like with you, but it's over 30 degrees here in Cardiff at the moment, and it's beautifully sunny. I'll just move these out of the way. Every studio has a double ceramic hob, and directly underneath it has a microwave and oven. This is 2-in-1, so you can use it as a microwave or as a conventional oven for so if you want to cook a chicken. Finally, in the kitchen, there's a breakfast bar and a breakfast bar chair. Okay, moving now into the study and the bedroom area. Each of these rooms has a full-size desk with drawers, magnetic board, bookcase, electric wall heater, which we don't need on today, but if you come here, you control that heater. We don't control it from the office. You have it on as much or as little as you like. The beds are all 3/4 size beds. When you arrive, the bed will have a mattress and a mattress cover on, but I've made this one up just so you can see how nice they are. And importantly, underneath the bed, there is storage, a large storage area, probably enough for 4 suitcases, 3 or 4 suitcases. Each room has a full-length mirror and a full-size wardrobe, which I'll open for Kate to show you. And you'll see there's plenty of hanging and plenty of storage area there. And then finally, actually I'll let Kate just pan down there towards the bathroom, the ensuite. All the ensuites are the same. They're modules that we put in. They're very efficient, very good water pressure, low-level pedestal, sink, and as you can see, a large shower, again with good water pressure. So you may want to ask some questions. If I could just ask you to write them down and save them to the end of the viewing, and I'll be very happy to field any questions that you've got, okay? So what we're going to do now is we're going to quickly make our way down in the lift, so I hope we don't lose connection with you. And we're going to start going through all the facilities, and I'll tell you a little bit about the things that we do here on a regular basis. So, just bear with us. There are 4 blocks here, A, B, C and D. We're currently in B block. Each block has 2 lifts, so you can either take the lifts or the stairs, which Kate will pan on there. So if you're fitness freaks, you can run up and down the stairs. If you're like me, you can now get the lift. We jumped then because Kate got jammed in the lift. Okay, bear with us. So I hope you're not losing connection. I'm not sure what time it is where you are now, but I believe it's about 5:30 in the evening. So I hope it's not too hot for you, and I hope the floods haven't affected you. I've heard about some bad floods in China. So hopefully you and your families are safe. So going through.
Okay.
So we're now on the ground floor of B block. And the first facility that we come to is through the door here. Important for a lot of students is a really nice gym. So it's important that you see the gym for a number of reasons. A, it is free for you to use on site. It's open 24/7. It's lovely today because it's air conditioned, but facilities-wise, we have cross trainers, running machines, rowing machines, bikes, fixed weights, and we have some free weights over here as well. 2 TVs, so if you want to put YouTube, if you want to put your music on, you can. But as I say, the important thing is, it's for girls and boys, it's open 24/7, and it's free at the point of use. Alright, so it's a great gym. We'll move on now and we'll start heading in towards A block, where the majority of the facilities are. We're going to be going through the courtyard. The courtyard is only for students, it's not for public use. So this is where the students can, at the moment, cool off, have a cigarette in some cases. It's also where we conduct our barbecues. So we do barbecues every 6 to 8 weeks or so. So there's another one due soon. So this is the study room. Actually, we've got 2 study rooms. This is the larger of the 2. There's another small study room for people who are perhaps working together in a group of 3 or 4 doing a project. But it's a lovely, cool room. The tables are all set for laptops, as you can see. There is Wi-Fi throughout, very fast Wi-Fi provided by Ask4, who are a very good provider in South Wales. And of course, the view is lovely. It's onto our own private courtyard. It's premium space because, of course, we are in the town centre. So it's just great to have this facility at our hands. So now I'm going to move into the into A block and show you the rest of the facilities. Key doesn't work. Hang on a sec. That was embarrassing. My key didn't work, but we're in. It just goes to show how good the security is here. Okay, so we're into the main body now of the common room area, which the students enjoy every night. So we'll start down at the bottom end. Here we've got a small library area, which the students can come and sit down here, maybe have a coffee, read a magazine, read some of the books. It's an area that I have to say female students particularly like. I think it reminds them a little bit of the front room at home. You do get occasional boys in here reading. So moving out to the common room area into a chill-out zone. Here. And of course, I'm sure you'll all recognise that. That's table tennis or ping pong, to be corrected. I do 2 table tennis tournaments a year. We've just completed one, and there's another one going to be at the end of September. So if you come in September, please enter the table tennis tournament. The Chinese students seem to be exceptionally good at this, so I'll welcome you into the tournament, and there'll be a trophy for the winner. and table tennis bat for the winner and the runner-up. Cinema room. Everyone boasts of a cinema room, which is usually a TV on the wall. This is a proper cinema room. Please come in and have a look. Hi there.
Pre-COVID, but it's certainly accelerated now. And the demand we've got is helped by.
So you can see Kate is panning around onto the screen.
What it means as well is
we've got an overhead projector on the wall here with surround sound.
I would probably say 10 years ago than I had.
I'll just turn the sound off so that you can hear me more clearly. We've got Now TV in here, so you can have everything. We've got Sky Movies, Sky Cinema, Netflix, Sky Sports, the lot. It's a very popular room, and also quite a deal of karaoke goes on in here, and I know that you guys all enjoy karaoke. Moving out to the cinema room, into the communal kitchen, you've got all the cooking facilities in your studio, of course, and that's whether you have a single studio, and we've got some lovely two-bed studios left, so equally you have all the cooking facilities. But if you want to have friends over from the college that might not be staying at the Fitzalan, you can invite them in as guests, and you can book this kitchen out. And the kitchen is fully equipped. 5 ceramic hob tops, 2 ovens and microwaves, a dishwasher, everything that you might need. It's also a room that we use as a cultural room. So for instance, Chinese New Year, which is massive here at the Fitzalan because we're nearly 60% Chinese students this year again. So we lay this room out for Chinese New Year with all the decorations. But equally for Diwali and all the other nationalities, whenever there's a cultural day, we try and emulate it here so that we get all of the students together. So moving on and up the common room. Common room vending machine, toilets, more tables if you want to sit out and study, and we're in town here so you can watch the world go by. Importantly, letterboxes, so all of your posts will go into these letterboxes. Any parcels that you might get, and we get a great number of parcels, we take in at reception, we sign them into a log, and you come down and you can sign those parcels out any time of the day or night. We don't have funny rules about what time you can get your parcel. If you want to come at 3 in the morning, our security guard, who's here all night and every night, will happily sign them out for you. Pool table. Pool is very popular in all student accommodations, but here especially, I do 4 pool tournaments a year, each for girls and boys. Each pool tournament carries a trophy with the winner's name engraved on it, and a brand new pool cue for the winner and the runner-up. So we'd encourage you to enter the tournaments. It doesn't matter if you've never played pool before, but listen, it's a way of getting to know all of the other nationalities. And that's why the Fitzalan is now famous for mixing all the internationals that we've got here. So if you're any good, come and have a go. That's me showing off in a pre-arranged pool table. So moving down into the second half of the common room, we've got chill out zone here, so our bar, which you can come and sit at and use pretty much for anything, but we have quiz nights, we have Domino's pizza nights, women's international days. We do a lot around this area. Very importantly, for those of you that are musical, either like music or probably more importantly actually play a musical instrument, I'm going to show you the rehearsal room, which I think is unique to us and is very popular. So you'll see we've got a digital piano in here, a set of drums. For those of you old enough to remember, which won't include any of you, but I can, all the vinyls are on the walls, so vinyl is still a collector's item. But look, it's a room free to use. It's 95% soundproofed. Please, if you come here, just come in here, enjoy yourself, come and play the piano, come and play the drums. Bring your own instruments if you like. We've got a few people here with violins, saxophone, clarinets next year. Just come along and enjoy yourselves, and perhaps you can have a jam session. Table football over there, probably should have mentioned a little bit earlier. And actually, I'll walk over here because it's very easy to say you're a town centre environment or a town centre site. So if I stand with my back to this window, that is Cardiff Town Centre. We are right at the very start. That's Queen Street in Cardiff. Check it out on Google. That's the centre of Cardiff. So it's great, it's easy for shopping, you don't need transport. If you want to catch a bus elsewhere, you can because all the bus routes come by here. College, we've got the College of Civil Engineering, Computer Science and Physics exactly opposite us, over the road. And the main university campus is a 12-minute walk just under that bridge and round the corner. So everything is easily accessible and the shopping is great. Okay. Finally, in this common room, we've got two gaming dens, gaming den A and B. Those of you that are gamers, we've got Xbox and PlayStation here. In fact, if I open one of the doors, Kate will be able to show you the inside of one of these rooms. Okay, so the TV screen, the box, we've got all the controls at reception. Please feel free to come and use it whenever you like. If you want to book it, you can book it. But otherwise, if it's free, just come and use it. Everything here is open 24/7. This accommodation site is about you, the students, enjoying yourself in Cardiff. That's why we do barbecues. That's why we do table tennis tournaments, pool tournaments throughout the year. We want you to enjoy yourselves. You're responsible for working and passing your degrees, and hopefully you all will. But we'd love you to come and join us, and we look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. So that pretty much concludes the viewing. I'm very sorry that Jai wasn't with me. I think she's been taken ill, to be honest, but she's a girl that helps me with the Mandarin. So as long as you're not struggling with my English, if you've got any questions now that you want to ping up on screen to Kate, who's operating the phone, then please do, and I'll be happy to answer them. You have to send them over in English, I'm afraid, because Jai's not here. But otherwise, if you want to send an email to us to ask any more questions, as I say, my name is Richard, and I'm very happy to help with any queries at all that you may have. So before we sign off, are there any specific questions you want to ask about this viewing and this tour?
There's a question come through saying any Chinese restaurant.
Chinese restaurants? We have the best Chinese restaurants in South Wales. There are two specific ones in Cardiff. One is in Ninian Road in Cardiff, and my personal favourite, which is called the Happy Gathering, is about a 15-minute walk from here in a place called Canton. Actually, you'd probably say Canton, but it's in a place called Canton. There are lots of lovely Chinese restaurants. We use Deliveroo and other delivery companies where students often have their Chinese food delivered here. But I'd recommend that you go out to some of these restaurants. They are of the very best quality. So that's a straight yes to answer that. You'll enjoy eating Chinese food if you live in Cardiff. Look at me, I love it. I didn't get like that by not eating lots of food. Any more questions?
Any cancellation policy for now?
No, if you book a room for now, you pay £100 deposit, and that's, you can hold that, we can hold that deposit, and you can change your mind up to 10 to 14 days. We would then ask you to sign a tenancy agreement, which will lock you into for your contract for next year. We don't have, touch wood, we don't have a COVID problem in South Wales anymore. You'll know that because you probably looked at the figures. The universities are working normally, thank goodness, and we're on top of it. So if a crisis occurred, then we certainly have to consider something. But just at the moment, everything is very good and the bookings are good as well. So please don't worry about anything like that.
Is the cinema room open for 24 hours?
Cinema room is absolutely open 24 hours a day. Everything here is open 24 hours. We don't treat you like sixth form school children. You're adults when you come here, and we want you to enjoy the place. I particularly want you to enjoy your stay here, and that's why I run all the tournaments. I referee every game. We have great music nights, great film nights. Yes, the cinema room is open 24/7, as is the gym as well, which is equally important to you guys who might be wanting to study throughout the night.
Do you have Chinese staff on site?
Actually, we don't have a Chinese member of staff, even though nearly 60% of our students here are Chinese. What tends to happen is that we have Chinese meetings here with some of the students, usually groups of girls, I have to say. The girls seem to be a little bit more forthcoming than the boys. Jai, who usually helps me with, is actually one of our students here, so I apologise that she's not with me now. But we haven't got a Chinese member of staff. We'd like to have one, and if an opportunity arose, it would be dynamic for us. But I have to say, your guys, the way that you speak English is so good, and we can make ourselves understood in every possible way.
How much for laundry?
Laundry? Okay, laundry is the only thing that you pay for over and above the tariff here. It's £3.80 for a wash and £1.20 for a dry. The machines are big load machines. They're run by a company called Circuit Laundry, who I think are in most of the accommodation sites. The difference here is all our machines work very well. They're serviced every 2 weeks. So you would download the app. We've also got hand washing. I'm sorry I didn't take you into the laundry room. I missed that out. There's hand washing in there, any number of washing machines and any number of dryers. But yes, £3.80 for a wash, £1.20 for a dry. So very economical for a huge load machine. Anything else?
Can a studio allow 2 people to move in?
Right. We have the 2 higher end studios, Deluxe and the Deluxe Plus. Either a single person can live in one of those or a couple. So a couple, so it's 1 bed. So we can have 2 students live in either a Deluxe studio or 2 students as a couple in a Deluxe Plus. The other offering that we have here are 2-bed apartments, which means that 2 best friends could move in, and therefore they would share the kitchen and the bathroom, but they would have their own separate bedrooms with lockable doors and a main door coming into that apartment. So as 2 friends, we can have people here as pairs, and as a couple, certainly in the Deluxe and the Deluxe Plus, you can live here as a couple as well. Anything else? It's good that you're asking all these questions. I'm pleased. It's taxing my brain first thing in the morning. We're only 10 o'clock here. Nothing else? Okay, all right. So Kate is saying no more questions are coming through for now. When this viewing is over, don't think you can't ask questions. Just ping an email across to us and we'll be very happy to get back to you. But I've got to tell you, 90% full. If you want to come to the Fitzalan, which is the place to be, you need to make your booking very soon, okay? So, look, I'll just say thank you very much for giving me your time. Hope to see you again soon. Maybe just speak to you again soon if you want to send me an email. But otherwise, thanks very much to uhomes for setting this up. We've had a lot of success with uhomes over the last couple of years, and long may that continue. So if you students are using uhomes, then you're with a very reliable referral company. So thank you, and it's goodbye from me, Richard, and it's goodbye from Kate, the other side of the phone. Okay?